What is going on, you bountiful people? DJ's here with another Advance Wars by Web replay analysis. Today, we're actually showing a lively game I had myself versus my good buddy Mangs. You see, a few days ago, I hit Mangs up. I was like, dude, I realized we haven't had a game between us two in like years. The last time we had a serious game between each other was like Stalingrad and Fog 2-3 years ago. So he was like, hey man, yeah, let's play some Live League games. So we decided to do a couple Live League games. Both of us have improved since then, 2 years, 3 years ago in Advanced Wars. So I want to see how much we've gotten better and just have some good old-fashioned fun. So the map that I chose was called Corroded Climax. And this map is a banger. I love this map. It's a low-income, mixed base light map, which means it has 2 bases, no airports, by the way, contested properties all over this place, and only 18k per side if everyone has equal properties. However, it's so contested, rarely do you see all properties captured. There's going to be a lot of white and gray properties that just are fought over the entirety of the game, so there's 36,000 total up for grabs, right? I think you're going to get around 32,000. So in reality, maybe say it gets 16,000, 17 to 15,000, etc. like that. So very low income, which you know I love. And a little bit of contested comm towers, which you also know I love. Very fun map. So one thing you need to know about this map is the contested properties. Namely, this is the most contested property here and there. They're both 1 tank turn away to interrupt. You cannot land on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can interrupt it, but you can't sit on it with a tank, which means that usually stays gray the whole game. No one captures it unless you can sneak it a little early or you just overwhelmingly crush them on the side. Then you can get right in there and snag it. Another contested property, this corner property, this property, these corners, and also this side over here, especially this property. These are mildly contested. This is very contested. These are mildly contested. Very contested. And also, these properties up here can be sneakily contested as well as this one. I mean, honestly, you can draw a line down the middle here. Here's the line. That's what's contested. Like, pretty straightforward there. But yeah, the HQs are pretty safe. I do think there might be a little tweaking going on to the first turn, second turn advantage. But we won't go into too much detail there. But as for the CO matchup, Mangs wanted to do a tier 2 matchup. And I said, sure, man. Do you want a little handicap? He said, yeah, just a little handicap. So he chose Olaf, because Max's band is too strong on this map. I was like, you know what, for tier 2, I was like, you want me to choose either Lash or Rachel? I think Lash is good here, Kindle's too good here. I was like, I can go down a tier for Lash, who's pretty strong. Look at all these forests and the end-to-end combat. Like, there's so much fighting, Lash is probably good. I was like, Lash or Rachel, take your pick. It's like, Rachel. So I was like, alright, I'll be Rachel, you be Olaf. I think Olaf is slightly better here, but not that much. I think Snow is stronger than Rachel's Lucky Lass, and I think Rachel's superpower is not as good as Olaf's Winter Fury. However, it's not that far away. I mean, when there's only 2 bases and it's a live format, covering fire is surprisingly strong. You need to move planner to make sure those missiles don't strike your strongest units, and in live, that's a challenging task to do. So I was happy with this matchup. I was like, alright, we'll do our little Rachel matchup. I honestly haven't played Rachel in a long time. I don't like Rachel most of the time. I usually pick Andy, Drake, or Kindle. Or I guess Kindle moved up. So Andy or Drake or Lash before I choose Rachel. So Rachel's a rare pick for me, so I was like, F it, let's just go Rachel. But yeah, I think it was a nutty game. And actually, we have a Mangs commentary at the end of the game, so stay tuned for that as well. It was very interesting. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the game. Anyway, I'm the top in the red boys. And Rachie and Mangs is in the bluebies. So first things first, we go for the easy properties because you need the income early. Like, when it's mixed base and a lot of fighting, yeah, you can go for the early properties, but you need the early income, guys. It's a bit of a trade-off. However, there's a few things. Here, I think there's a miscalculation here for Mangs. I would have gone here. So you could snag that or go for this property over here. So I like that better, a little more flexibility. Just a small nitpicking thing by me. And here, so one thing, I might have been better if I went here. So I could threaten that and that. But I really wanted to get the comm tower, and I wanted to get like these properties and this property. I wanted to get this chain. Boom, bangy. Because that's really hard to flip later on. So if I can get that property and hold on to it, I'm looking really good. Same with the comm tower. So I was like, I really want that comm tower side presence. However, Mangs did not capitalize on it. If I were Mangs here, what would I do? He captures here. I would have actually just moved down there and captured there, because I can't interrupt that. He gets it for free. He can hold it the rest of the game, probably. I'm never going to take that back. That's how contested this property is. Sure, you lose 1,000 there. It's stinky. I know. Boo-hoo. I think it's worth the take right there. So I was relieved when he didn't. I was like, okay. Next turn, I'll be in range. So he moves down here, threatening both these caps. I'm like, okay, buddy. Builds a recon. I'm like, okay. See, now I can't do the same thing he did. Because if he built an infantry here, oh, I easily cap it here. But the recon? Oh, that's not happening. Recons are strong on this map. Another reason why I like this map, recons are strong. I always love maps where recons are good. It's not just like, first tank war, tank, copter, tank. No, recons are good here. There is no copters. When there's no copters, more teching up, more recons. So, I go over here where I should have gone before. I'm like, alright, you can go for this property, but I'm going to bash you with this infantry. This tanky wanky will probably come over a bit as well. I'm also kind of sacrificing. I could have gone here to threaten this cap, but I'm going all out offense here. I'm afraid of this Riki. He's looking real freaky, so I hide. Mangs actually goes up here, sensing the tank. I mean, he kind of has no choice here, but he also can't allow me to take this. So he needs to bring this infantry like down here or here. Let's see if he does it. He actually does not go for this property. Okay. Interesting. Riki comes up here, threatening everything. I'm like, ooh. But he makes a blunder here. He doesn't put his infantry down here to interrupt me. So I get this, the most contested property in the game, for free. Thank you, ma'am. First thing I do, take it. Now I'm like, I don't even need the tank over here. I'm bringing it over here. I'm going to capture this property. Now it's looking really good for me. This recon is out of position. I mean, one thing about this recon, it's really good for one reason. I have $6,000. I cannot afford a tank over here. So the recon is going to get a free hit. Wherever it is, it's a free hit. So I'm like, F my life, but whatever. It's not the end of the world. So I'm like, alright, as long as it's going to hit me on a forest, it's going to hit me on a city. 2 or 3 terrain stars at least. It's going to get a free hit. It's going to knock me down to 5. I don't want it to be on a plane, knock me down to 4 or 3 or a road to 3, you know what I mean? So knock me down to 5. It's a pain in the ass though when you only have 6,000 funds. You're like, eh. If only I had more. So another thing I think Mangs should have done here. Infantry, move up here to threaten my cap. But instead, this infantry's like, I don't even know where it's going. Over here? Man, you put that thing there, 2 versus 1, I'm not going to win. I have nothing nearby here. I have nothing nearby there. And plus, this was the one that was moved over here, so he lost this opportunity cost. Use that opportunity cost up there, but it's just kind of diddly-dallying around. Recon attacks me. Owie. Gets a free Riki hit. I get the most contested property. I block him with getting this comm tower over there by putting the tank on a really annoying spot. With no comm towers, a tank hitting me on a road, even if he was in range, not a good trade for him. 3 defense stars with no comm towers on a road. He attacks first, I still win the fight. So this recon's going to attack me, but I have the tank now. So the recon got 1 free hit. I don't think it's getting another free hit, guys. I think he's got to back the beep up now. Got to back the beep up. In fact, where can that recon even go? It can't even loop around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It can't even loop around. It hit me there, so it's got to back the blup up. Captures the property there. Tank comes in. See, I don't want to give him the comm tower. In my mind, I was like, I will not allow this comm tower. Yeah, no. And he builds a recon here. Kind of smart. 1, 2. It doesn't reach yet, but it's threatening these 2 infantry, so I can't really cap there anymore because the recon will threaten me. I go for the most contested property. I'm like, hey, I mean, if he's going to attack me, I'm going to spank it with my tank. Go for the comm tower early, so I'm going to have a comm tower lead early, so I'm going to have the extra 10% firepower. Take any wins I can get. Start my tank chains. I got my double tanky wanks. I retreat over here because I'm like, he can attack me from the silo. I think I moved this down actually, so he can't strike me from the silo, so he has to strike me from the road. So that's not going to be good for him. I retreat. I see the recon. Things are pretty tame so far. But I start to go baboony. I get really cocky. Because, you know, when I used to play Mangs, I used to smack some cheeks, if you know what I mean. But he's gotten better. And I learned that the hard way. Anyway, he goes for the comm tower over here. Threatening my cap over there, but I'm not really scared. It's within tank range. Like, he can't really take that back. Like I said, once it's taken, it's 1 tank turn away. Like, you're not going to be able to get that. So, they have the comm tower first. That means I do a lot of damage. Bong! 8-5. Pretty strong hit right there. Could have gone to a 4, actually, with a little chip damage back. Medium to high roll. Also, with the Comm Tower, I would never take this without the Comm Tower, but with the Comm Tower, 7-6. And I bring this in, and suddenly... Uh-oh. Comm Tower is that... Oh, I gotta fight here and here. He's being overwhelmed. It's a pincer strike. 2 tanks over here, 2 tanks over here. He's got 1 base. So, gotta be a little careful with that. Build even a Riki Freaky. I wish I could have afforded a tank there, but I need to afford a Riki Freaky only if it's 13,000 income. It's a small income map after all. Going over there on the mountain. Retreat again, because the recon's scary. Tank retreats. It's wisely for Mangs. He brings all his tanks south. He should not fight into this, which he did not, which is a smart move. Good on him. So now, he's got this guaranteed Comm Tower, unless they go absolutely baboonian. He also does a Mangs infantry over here, which is not wise, because, like I said, this is... A tank can reach it in 1 turn, and a recon can reach it in 1 turn. The recon on recon violence is not going to do very much damage, particularly without a Comm Tower. So, I thought about this turn for a little bit. Interrupt there, though, that didn't require much thought at all. Build a tank, capture down there. Tank comes over here. Blocks guaranteeing that, basically. And, I say go baboon. I say, I normally wouldn't do this, but I swear Poland possessed me or something. I was like, must not let Mangs get income or calm. So I murder the infantry. And I go Gagunga. And I knock that down to 5. So he's not getting the Comm Tower anytime soon. In fact, he has to stop the cap. Attacks with bow tanks. I lose my tank, which sucks. He even attacks with the infantry. Recon attacks. Now everything's going ham. Everyone's fighting each other. In fact, I even go over here, which is a little questionable. I don't think I should have done this move. Even without a Comm Tower for him. I mean, there's a 0% chance he kills me with 2 hits, but still, it's a little dicey because I do 3 damage and he does 9, so it's not a great move for me. Recon and recon violence never works, as you can see here. Exhibit A. So he's got all these tankies. I'm like, alright. Capture. I am winning the capture war. I am ahead 16,000 to 14,000. Heal up my recon. Smack his Riki. Build another tank. No, like, he can't keep fighting it to me. I'm just gonna win. It's 1 base range. Like, it's not happening. Especially with Comm Towers. Bunka. Murder his recon. Banka. Kill his infantry. Heal up my tank, which is... This tank is covering this tank. This tank is covering this tank, basically. They're all covered. You cannot attack into this. This tank can only reach here. This tank can only reach there. I mean, he could do 2 hits there, but he has no Comm Tower. I have a Comm Tower. I have a Lucky Lass coming. A little dubious. But then I realized something. This tank right here. What do I do about this tank? My first thought was, I bring it back to this city. It dies. Alright, I bring it back to this plane right here. Okay, well, let's say he attacks my... This HP, 8 HP and HP kill my 7 HP right here. This tank has to attack here, but then he attacks this tank to this tank. And I'm overwhelmed. This tank can only do 1 thing at a time. Does it go left? Does it go right? So, realizing that this tank is royally screwed, hell, if I move it over here, infantry kills this, and then they just reach through the shoals and kill me over there. So, this 7 HP tank is dead. 100% dead. No escape, basically. It's dead. So, what do? I could attack a tank, but I'm like, F you in particular, you are not getting that Comm Tower. I'm attacking his infantry. I'm like, hell no. We're doing the Poland War. We're winning on income, and we're winning on Comm Towers. We might be losing in terms of everything else in unit value, but whatever. So he starts to capture the Comm Tower with his 5 HP infantry. What else can he do? Infantry attacks me over here. Recon attacks me over here. Lives. I mean, it doesn't matter, but it's cute. So, tank attacks me, not wise. I have a Comm Tower, he doesn't. It's in my base range. Not gonna end well for him. Especially with my healing. Like, that's gonna go to a 9 on the HQ. And because of... Rachel's healing is really underrated. During this match, like, I healed up so quickly. My units, like, you thought they were dead? Oh, no. They're very alive and well. It's at 1 HP. 3 turns, it's 10 HP. It's at 6 HP. 2 turns, it's 10 HP. Well, actually, 1 turn, it's at 9 HP. Big deal. Big dealio. Look, this is at 1 HP. It's gonna come back from the dead. Trust me. This is at 7. This was at 4 before. Now it's at 7 already. It's gonna be full HP soon. That's gonna be 9 HP. Rachel's healing. Good. I retreat over here. I realize that's lost. Bunka. Banka. Tanka. And look at that. Look at that beauty. Dead freaky reek. He does get the property though, which means we're going to have 15,000 to 17,000. So I only have a 1 property advantage. A 2k advantage, I would say. But I also have the comm tower, which is nice. So it's alright. But like I said, every 1,000 counts on this map. It is a low income map. And he techs up. Normally, I wouldn't... So, the tech up here. It works and it doesn't. It works because he has 3 tanks and I have 4 tanks, and I'm scarier. It doesn't work because I got lucky last, which is luck. Medium tanks are weak to the luck. And he also has less income than me. So I can just do medium tank next turn, medium tank next turn, 4 medium tanks in a row. I got 17k per turn. 16k for a medium tank, 1k for an infantry. 17, 70, 70, 70, 17, 17. He can't afford it. You don't want to start a proliferation of arms race when I have more money. So, I don't know. I mean, it's scary, but at the same time, like, you're not going to be able to keep up with my tech ups. Alright. So I saw that and I was like, alright. These infantry are like dying. Poor things. This was ballsy. This is not a good move. This is a Mangs infantry. I put this infantry right here on purpose so it can attack from the river. Bye-bye, Infy. Bye-bye. Ooh, even worse. This tank moving right there. Ooh. You hate to see it, folks. You hate to see it. It's not a good move right there. Scary, but eh. Capture over here. Pretty much guaranteed. Boom. Free hit. Tank goes over here, and I build a Neo. Now, why did I build over here? I have no freaking clue. I should have built it up here. But I really wanted to stop that comm tower, so I was like, F it. Neo tank covering these, and also like a Boongala. If he attacks here and here, a Boongala. Neo tank incoming. So I was like, whatever. Captures the comm tower, still doesn't have it. I might even get away with this property. I might even get away. Can we get to 18 freaking K? 18k, baby. And I also retreat because I don't want to get Winter Fury this turn and stop that cap. And now he's threatening this property over here. I'm like, ooh, I should probably move this Neo tank to the right side, not the left side. Retreats his tanks wisely, although not wise because he has nothing covering these tanks. So they look like they're safe from the city within base range, but if it's in base range, but you have no tanks, it's not really safe now, is it? And I go in, I attack the tanky because I want my superpower. Look, free meat. What, you got 1 tank to strike me? Like, I'm not scared. And I'm like, okay, I need the superpower. Cover and fire comes in. He did a good job baiting this. He didn't even spend that much time in the move planner, but that was a great bait. Master baited, if I would say so correctly. However, even 1 strike on this Neo tank, knocking it down to 7, neuters it pretty hard. So I was pretty happy, even just to have 1 missile hit it. So I was like, all right, let's do it. Build my own medium tank up there because I need to tech up. Uses his Winter Fury, and then that's like the happy hee you get to lose button most situations, but I don't die yet. So, oop, I didn't say that. Anyway, tank comes in, kills me over there, stops my cap over there, but it like takes two to get it. Oh, my bad. Medium tank comes in, blubbering around, kills my tank there, retreats over here because my Neo is scary as all hell. Builds a Neo over here, so now we're all teched up. We're both teched up. But how can we get an advantage here? Healing up and capturing these properties. That is my goal. That is my goal. I kill off the infantry. I'm going for unit count in my little suckers, my little troughs of 1 HP, 2 HP, 7 HP. I'm going to heal them all up with Rachel super quickly. I love healing my units, but even more so is Rachel. So look at me heal up all my schlop. Look at me heal up that schlop. Everything's being healed. I save up a little bit of Mun because I want to get my own Neo or medium tank coming up. Attacks me here. I can't get a hit in, so that's actually a good hit. An oversight on my part, to be honest. Yeah, but I guess I saved the Recon's life by doing that. So he sees at the last second, oh, DEEJ could steal this, so he moves a 7 HP over there. So I'm like, oof, guess I get to take it now. Tries to capture this property. That ain't happening. Tank attacks as he can because he's got a Neo and a medium tank. I got 1 medium tank. He's healing up the medium tank even. But even if we have a little standoff, I have a 3k income advantage. And that ain't getting smaller, that's dying. And I'm going for the commie boy. I'm a communist. I go for the commies. Go for the communes. And I retreat over here, because I realize, hey, I'm losing here, I'm winning here, losing here, winning over here. Don't fight here. Don't fight. Don't do it, DG. Don't do it. I actually combine units here instead of whatever, because I want to get a artillery, because I'm scared of those tech ups. They are honestly scary. Interrupt his cap. Retreat my Neo. I mean, I'm very defensive. Like, this is getting a little scary, guys. I don't know if you know this, but this is getting a little scary with the Neo tank. Kills off my infantry. He's going for the jugular now. He's doing a pincer on me. Remember I was doing a pincer over here? Now he's doing a pincer over here. He's going in. Bang, he's going in. Bang. Tanks are flooding in. Medium tanks are coming in. Infantry. Luckily he has no artillery, but just flooding the arena with tanks and whatnot. But luckily for me, I can get some counterplay over here. Little BP blocks the way. Well, BP blocks, I take this. Now it's looking like a 5,000 income advantage. Can we do it? 6,000 income advantage. Let's do it. Neotank. Pagonga. It can't hit me. So this Neotank is getting free kills. Gets a nice strike, a 7-6. You love to see it. Combine over here because I just need to tech up or else I'm going to die. I just retreat because I'm like, hey, I could attack into this, but I'm going to get swarmed by tanks. I'm like, retreat, run, run. I'm literally like, survive. Please survive. That's all I need to do. Survive there like 1 or 2 more turns and I can win. While he caps the corners over here, I'm like, alright, these are lost, but these are gained. These are gained, so it's a net gain. And this is a gain, actually. So we're just winning everywhere but here. Winning 3 out of 4 arenas. But he's coming in. He's not stopping. He is attacking in. He is reaching my artillery. He is smacking it. Bringing in more tanks. He's sending the whole kitchen sink towards me over there. Medium tank comes in. Bang it. Does not get the roll. I don't think that would even kill. But the Neo tank even comes in, kills my artillery, kills my infantry with the tank. But now, like, boom. Get the comm tower, get that. I haven't even captured this property yet. Capture that property. And he just resides in the middle. I mean, I was about to go 20,000 to 13,000. Build another medium tank here. I don't care if I'm base skipping. I'm building 3 medium tanks. This medium tank's going to attack the Neo tank with a lucky last. One-shot it. This is going to attack that medium tank. Maybe even one-shot that with a lucky last or bring it down to 2 or 1 HP. What can you do? So, and the comm tower's becoming mine. Anyway, I thought that was a wild game, and we're going to talk about it with Mangs. So let's see what he has to say about this game. I thought it was fairly interesting. Why must everything be hard? I have to make nitro?
Not easy, man.
What is this shit?
No, you can screen share without nitro. You should be able to screen share without nitro.
Share this window. No, that's yourself.
Yeah, you just gotta find the... Oh, now I can hear myself. That's funny. You just gotta... You'll get a list over windows that you can pick, and one of them should be like your browser window with Advanced Source by Web in it.
10 hours later.
Okay. We are officially back in business. Okay.
Nice.
So let's start from the top.
Should keep some of you should keep some of that indeed.
Yeah, I'll keep a little bit, but not the full 10 minutes or whatever of struggle. That was embarrassing. Jesus Christ. But anyway, so why did you choose Olaf here? I'm just curious. In like a mixed base, 2 base.
Well, I mean, I kind of wanted a tier advantage, but not like a massive tier advantage.
Okay.
You know, like I wanted to challenge myself a little bit. Like I'm okay with like a handicap, but Olaf's a little weaker in 2 base. I figured, you know, I mean, honestly, we're playing live in 2 base, or so maybe Rachel's tier 2 in this. I actually don't know.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, Rachel's pretty equal with Olaf in this. I probably still would pick Olaf, but it's very slight advantage, I would say. And I was tempted to do Lucky Last a few times. I was like, oh, should I do the Lucky Last?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just I really like Olaf in mixed base. Even on 2 base maps where he is significantly weaker, it's just nice to interrupt caps and stuff, but it doesn't come in often enough. In hindsight, I probably should have gone Kindle instead. I think she would have been way better
Kindle
on this map.
Pretty broke. You can go for these contested properties down there and up there, and then like you can't touch them basically. But so you did the recon opening, which I liked, because like I was saying earlier,
I did that just. I figured you'd like that.
I couldn't get this property up here where you could have captured this if you had base skipped or city skipped right there, which I was surprised you didn't. Which I was surprised and relieved you didn't. And then, let's see, and then walking to day 4, I don't think there's anything too unusual here. There was a few things where I was like, relieved you didn't do them. Like, I got this for free because you had nothing in range to interrupt me, so I was like, thank the Lord. I was surprised.
That really just comes down to, I mean, it really just comes down to map inexperience. I think this capture, like you could tell I spent some time on the capture phase because I was trying to map it out, but it's rough to like kind of figure out a capture phase first time you play a map.
Yeah.
But like looking at this map now, one thing that's kind of hard to do is like recognize which properties are contested immediately.
Yeah.
And those properties right there are very. I didn't realize how hard they would be to capture once the early game stopped. But I should have known because like they're right in the middle of our bases.
Oh yeah.
But it was just not something I thought of at the time.
The game I played, they were white the entirety of the game. Like, they're just never captured by either side. It's just combat after combat. It's just like baboons smashing heads together, crazy. And I like that recon was a pain in the ass because I was like, should I base skip here? I had 8k. I was like, to defend with a tank was like, I have such low unit count. Like, I will never capture these properties in the bottom left if I don't put enough trees. So I was like, all right, fine. The recon gets a free hit. But I think it was only limited to like one free hit, and then it kind of was annoying for a little bit, but it didn't too much.
It blocked a little bit.
Yeah, it delayed a cap, I remember. Then it wandered away. I think you were playing pretty well up to this point. I mean, I think you played really well overall. I don't know about the recon. I think,
the second recon was a bit ballsy. I should have just been happy with my recon opener and not pushed it any further.
Yeah.
When I get a second recon out, now I'm giving you too much map control with tanks.
Yeah. And
so that allowed you to kind of bully me on several fronts. So I should have just built an infantry and kept up with you in tank count.
Yeah, you would have been 2 tanks next turn, but since you build a recon, you can only build 1 tank next turn. So then I got tank superiority. But yeah, I was like, I cannot allow that comm tower. I don't know why I took it personally. I was happy that you took this tank engagement because I'm gonna have the comm tower. Oops, you will not have the comm tower, and I'm attacking from a city to a forest. So I was happy to see that. The recon is incredibly annoying. I can't reach you with my tank, which is annoying, but I still strike your tank here. Here was a little ballsy by me. I wasn't sure, but if I didn't have the comm tower, no way in hell would I do that move. But since I did, I think it was worth it since I put some pressure over here. And Hero Recon, I liked it because it does its job. It's not an infantry, it can't reach, but it's not a tank, and I can't afford it. I needed a tank.
Yeah, that recon was very annoying, and it also interrupted some captures in the bottom left. So the recon did its job as far as I'm concerned.
It lasted a long time. I think it lasted to the end of the game. That recon was a champ. Oops. But yeah, then you got the tank ball going, and I was a little. There was a moment I was like the most scared. I think you played pretty solid here. Yeah, here's where I kind of babooned it. I don't think this is the right play.
Yeah, but I was very surprised to see you do this. I was like, this is so unlike you. You almost never go baboon on comm towers.
Yeah,
I mean, you often say that's the one thing you shouldn't do. So I was like, really? Wow.
For this, I was like, there's so many brawls constantly. And it not only delays the comm tower, but it also delays this because it's a double cap afterward. So I was like, I'm going to delay probably at least 4k. This is going to delay you at least 4 to 5, 6 turns. And the comm tower at least 4 turns. So I was like, I lose a tank. And then after that, like, you punish me, but then I doubled down. Like, I realized this other tank cannot escape. Like, if I bring it over here, I need this tank to fight over here. So, like, I fight over here, your tank strikes me. If you attack with this tank here, and you attack with this tank here, my tank can only choose one side. So it's like, F it. I'm just going to sack the sucker. I'm going to kill the infantry. I didn't even attack a tank. I was like, I do not want you to get those properties, like, at all. I think it worked out. I mean, there was a lot of brawls in the meantime, and you weren't able to, like, get those rolls.
Yeah, not having comm tower really sucks on small maps like this where every engagement matters, that you really feel that comm tower hard.
I also think you made a mistake earlier on here. You had these numbers in the top left. I was like, oh, shit, you're going to deny me. But then this infantry is like, nah, I'm good. I was like, thank the Lord. You could have really punished me here. You could have taken that and stopped knife from the forest. Like, that would have been a nice advantage. So I was really relieved when you did that because all my guys were going right to deal with the recon. All I have is one guy. That was like a missed opportunity. That was like, oh, thank God.
That could have equalized some of the income advantage that you had early on if I just denied that city.
Exactly. So that's just that small infantry movement. I think it was a missed opportunity, but you were close to having it. Then I started just to win this over here. You did the right move. Well, actually, you did the wrong move here. You should have retreated here. I think the turn after you retreated.
Yeah.
Because you're like, but this is like, like I said, once these are taken, they're going to remain the rest of the game. They're within one base
Yeah, and so if you did not have, no, I think even without a com tower, you would have been able to interrupt that just fine. So
I think it'd be a roll with a 9 though. A 9 with no com tower and a full, probably it's a roll, and I'd still take it. You know, I kind of have to, but because it's so juicy, you know, like. But yeah, I think you got a little too greedy there. This infantry was here on purpose.
What do you think about the medium tank? Do you think that was the right move on my part?
I think it was. But the thing is, since you went medium tank, you didn't go tank here, which means you should retreat. So that's the one thing that if you did that would be like Poland-esque like level move. Like you would crush me over here, and then like I have nothing to hit. I have nothing to punish. So that'd be like chef's kiss. So like another thing, you were on the cusp of doing like really good moves. I'm not saying they were like bad, but like I punished you here, and then I built a neo tank. You have to retreat now. I could have built one up here, but I don't know why I built it here. I mean, it probably would have been better here. I think it just wanted infantry, or I don't know. Honestly, in retrospect,
it's kind of scary though, because you're pushing away you're threatening on the left side, which I think is I mean, that's kind of scary.
I think I wanted that badly. I think, honestly, it was still about the comm tower. I think I was like, I need to bring this. I cannot allow the comm tower. I want the comm tower. So I think that was just a spite neo tank. Like, I should have built it up here, but I was like, fuck that comm tower in particular.
I mean, there are 2 properties in the bottom left that's kind of hanging, so the Neo just chase everything away, which makes those 2 properties vulnerable.
Yeah, and then I did a Mangs infantry here, because like I have nothing to defend against the Neo tank, so you get some free hits off here. You can interrupt with impunity, so that if I had a Neo tank here, I could have safely done that, but I fucked that up. But then the Neo... My favorite thing in the match was the Neo tank just going rogue, but also here... Since you didn't build a tank here, just like be cognizant. Like
I have no idea why I sent those tanks back to repair. That was really dumb.
Kind of like when I had my
there, that would have been fine.
7 HP here. I bring it back here, it just still dies. So I was like, fuck it. You might as well attack. Like these guys are
just keep it.
You might as well attack or combine them or do something. But like, putting them here, just like you're gonna get clobbered.
2 free hits,
and then I was like, lucky last into the meat tank. But then I realized this is a river. I was like, I wanted to attack an infantry here, and then like a tank on the side.
That could
but then
have been cool, actually.
Couldn't do it because there's a river, so I was like, can't do him lucky last. It's not worth 1 hit. If I want a lucky last, I want at least like 3 hits on that medium tank. So I just held it in. I was like covering fire. I saw you did a good death ball over here. I was like, fuck, it's only going to do 1, but it kind of neutralizes the medium tank.
It was still effective at the end of the day. Like and also those infantry cannot apply any pressure. Like, those infantry that I have in the bowl there, they could have run north and threatened that property over there.
Yeah, so it's
but now they can't.
And I think there's, like, a certain point where a unit becomes, like, not doing its job anymore. And I think 7 HP is, like, the cusp. Like, now if this medium tank attacks a full tank on a city, it'll knock me down to, like, 6, maybe? And I'll knock it down to 6, too. It's, like... I don't know, maybe it's 6 HP, but there's a point where you're like, it has to repair or it's useless. It's not doing its job anymore.
7 HP feels very bad. It feels very bad to use a 7 HP unit to do anything.
So even though it didn't get like maximum missiles, I was like, F it, this thing is kind of neutered a little bit now. I don't even need to be a Neo tank or a medium tank. I probably just like chill for a bit because it's going to run out of firepower. Then I built my own medium tank. You do your Winter Fear, you do the snow stuff. And I was like, I wanted this so bad. Because income is so important on this map, and I've been having 3k. I was like, if I can push 4k, like I can start pumping medium tanks every turn with repair.
Yeah, and there's nothing I could do about that.
But then this is the part where my Neo tank starts going rogue a bit and pressuring over. And I love the healing because this like allows me to supercharge my.
Yeah, Rachel's repairs are such an underrated.
This was like a showcase.
It's such an underrated part of her toolkit. I love her +1 repair. It allows her to. It gives her tempo. It gives her tempo recovery. Like she recovers so much faster than you think.
Oh yeah. This is I underrated. Didn't realize how great it was. I was capturing properties left and right because of it, and especially with like global damage and stuff. Like this is already at 3, then it's at 6, and it's at 9, and 9 HP is just as good as 10 most cases. So it was already back in the ring. I was like, here's a Mangs infantry part 2 over here. I mean, it distracts my tank. So
I mean, what could it have done?
Yeah, exactly. So, like... it's dead. So up here, I was like, I have to retreat. I was like, oh boy. Here comes the Neo, and then you start going full and what you should.
I was like, I've lost, but I'm gonna try and take his base, make it an interesting game.
Yeah,
but
I was like, oh,
the
shit.
problem is I didn't. If I had a single artillery with this attack, it would have been effective. But I have no artillery.
You can't build anything here.
You can't base luck without artillery. It's just not possible.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when I have my own artillery. So then the
if one of those tanks on the left hand side had been an artillery and I had attacked this base, it could have done something maybe.
I think so. I think it would be definitely more scary. I was like turtling up at first. I was like, should I interrupt this? And I was like, F it. As long as they survive like 2 turns here, like I'm gonna get the comm tower. I'm gonna get these properties. This neo tank is literally just every turn it's killing an infantry, which is a beautiful thing.
It's a base lucky neo tank.
But yeah, then you broke through. I was like, I thought you were gonna take your time, but you're like, no. I'm just gonna go in and just kill everything. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I do get 2 medium tank hits, and I was like, oh, lucky last here? That'd probably be like a 1-shot, and that follow up, like that just neuters it. But then didn't quite get the lucky last because you resigned right before it. But I was 100% gonna lucky last there, and then just
I could have let you do it, but at this point I knew you'd won. So, but I figured might as well make it a bit of an interesting finale.
But yeah, that was a fun game. I think you played very well. I underestimated you, to be honest. I was like, the recon opening, I was like, oh, he saw that? Oh shit! Like I can't just grab both these contested properties in front of his face. Like, so
I know you have a tendency to pick maps where recons are strong because you love recons. I'm surprised you didn't go recon opener. Honestly,
I was strongly considering it, but I don't know. I was feeling tanky. I think I tried a recon opener before, and like, as player 1, it didn't work or something. Like, you couldn't get it delayed your tank extra or something. So I was like, and then my last diabolical idea was I save up a lot of money and build a battleship, and you don't even know it, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 moves, and you're base locked.
DEEJ, I know we planned a second game. Why don't we, when we get around to playing the second game, why don't we do a rematch on this map?
You want to do a rematch on the map? Do you want to do same COs, different COs?
Oh, we'll talk about it. But I think it'd be fun to see, after getting a game on this map, it'd be funny to see if I can play differently on the next one. Because now I know some things about this map that I didn't know going into it. Be fun to see if we could do a rematch. I don't know if we could do same COs, but we'll talk about it.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You take what you learn. I remember we did Stalingrad a few times, and you got better and better and better.
Stalingrad like 7 times.
Yeah, we did freaking Stalingrad. I don't even like it.
You were like, Max, I don't want to play Stalingrad.
Yeah, I was like, I don't like Stalingrad anymore. Please, please make it stop.
I'm so tired of Stalingrad.
Every fucking time. Oh, you want to do Stalingrad? I'm like, can we just do another map? Oh, I'm getting better at it. I was like, fine. It's like a kid, like, who's getting good at chess or something. It's like, Daddy, you want to play chess? Like, son, I don't want to play anymore. Dad, please.
It just
fucking fine, son. Like,
it's just, I don't know. I really started after you kind of showed me how to play Stalingrad. I really liked it, and it became kind of it's like a big history for me with certain maps that I hate. Yeah. And then I play them and I learn to play it, and then suddenly I start enjoying them. It's really weird. I had the same thing with like Chosen Reservoir until I watched some videos with the Lagatua and stuff, and now I love Chosen.
It's a fun map, yeah. It grew on me as well. Yeah. Chosen Reservoir is one of them. Stalingrad, the opposite. It I don't know what the opposite of grew is. It grew a tumor on me or something, but yeah. I was not enjoying it.
It shrunk on you.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
This is like my new. This is like Caustic Finale's Drunk Uncle. I like it.
It's a fun map, man.
It really reminds me a lot of the bed. It has a lot of cool dynamics. I'd love to play more on this map.
Maybe a tourney map in the future. Who knows?
Maybe. That would be cool.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for the thoughts, and let's do another game. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.